Our first case is Conditional Use Permit 2009-007. Location is 223 North Glendale Avenue. Applicant is Art Rodriguez and Associates, agent for Cost Plus. Property owner is Glendale Fashion Associates, and the case planner is Jale Kiazand. This is an application for conditional use permit to allow the sale of beer and wine for off-site consumption at an existing retail store located at 223 North Glendale Avenue in the C2 Community Commercial Zone, described as lots 1 and 2, parcel map number GLN 1598. And let me just quickly go through some of the comments. From Police Department, just to note that this is one of the existing 6 licenses or establishments in this zone, and also that within the last year there was only one call for police service. Okay. No major concerns from any department, so Jale?
Good morning, Ms. Fuentes.
Good morning.
The next project before you with the case number PCUP 2009-007, located at 223 North Glendale Avenue, is a request for approval of a conditional use permit to allow the sales of beer and wine for off-site consumption in the existing Cost Plus retail store in the C2 zone. The existing store is located within a 2-story multi-tenant open-air commercial complex. The site is bounded by California Avenue to the north, Glendale Avenue to the east, Wilson Avenue to the south, and Isabel Street to the west. Commercial buildings surround the parking area at the center of the complex. Access to the parking area is from California, Glendale, and Wilson Avenues. The Cost Plus store has had a conditional use permit to allow sales of alcoholic beverages for off-site consumption, which expired on February 28, 2009. According to the Glendale Police Department, as you mentioned, there are in the census tract, the property in which the property is located, 3 off-sale establishment is allowed. Currently, there are 6, and the Cost Plus is one of the 6. And last year, based on the Part 1 crime statistics for the census, there were 192 crimes, which is 106% above the average of 93 for the city. However, the police department has not expressed any concern with regard to this project. The continued sales of beer and wine are not anticipated to intensify parking demand. The site is a fully developed retail center, and public facilities such as gas, electricity, water, and sewer are already in place. The proposal is a permitted commercially designated land use. The sales of beer and wine should not require any new city services, affect public safety and welfare, or be in conflict with the existing or anticipated surrounding land use. Staff believes that all of the findings can be made in a positive manner. The proposal for the off-sale of beer and wine is within a permitted land use. Beer and wine are among a variety of merchandise which is sold in the store. The application is for an off-site consumption, and the subject store is within an existing shopping center and has already developed with retail stores. Cost Plus has been selling alcoholic beverages for a number of years, and no physical changes or expansion of this retail store is proposed as a result of this CUP application. Staff recommends approval of the conditional use permit and suggests the hearing officer consider the following condition. Require a new conditional use permit if Cost Plus store wishes to sell liquor or any other alcoholic beverages other than beer and wine. And require renewal of conditional use permit within 5 years. And that concludes the staff presentation.
Okay. You really mean distilled spirits, right?
Exactly.
Not just liquor.
Yes, exactly.
And yeah, I was going to correct, this is not a restaurant, it's
No,
a
I know.
market, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I am very familiar with the establishment, so I have no further question. To present the case briefly, Mr. Brett Engstrom.
Morning, staff, Ms. Administrator. Brett Engstrom, Art Rodriguez and Associates, 709 East Colorado Boulevard, Suite 200, Pasadena, California, 91101. Here on behalf of Cost Plus, as we've gone through the staff report, it has been licensed and operating since 2004. We are here applying for a renewal of that conditional use permit to continue beer and wine only for off-site consumption. It is a Type 20. We're going to retain that Type 20 license, so there will not be cause to any more undue concentration in the area. We'll simply be keeping the status quo. I've gone through my requirements per City of Glendale. As far as question A, I'd like to state that the proposed use is consistent with elements and objectives of this general plan. It's zoned commercially, community commercial. A retail operation such as Cost Plus is a proper use in this location. And also, it serves a basic need for nearby residents and employees by offering unique and hard-to-find goods in one location. As far as question B, the use and its structures and facilities are not detrimental to public health, safety, welfare, or environment. It's an existing operation located within a well-established commercial center. No new construction or alterations will take place as a result of this approval. And it has operated without any detrimental effects and will continue to do so should it be approved. Question C, the use and facilities will not adversely affect or conflict with adjacent uses or impede development. As I previously stated, the operation is existing, a well-established commercial center. The operation has a positive effect on the surrounding area, I believe, as it draws in more clientele, more patrons to other local businesses. It's a high visibility commercial center, and will continue to generate increased revenue for the city. Question D, there are adequate facilities for the proposed use. Again, an established center, well-planned, close proximity to City Hall, has suitable parking, over 1,000 parking spaces, suitable landscaping, utilities, is in operation without any major detrimental effects to the area. Special concerns with alcohol, as we stated, it will simply be using an existing license. There will not be a new license granted there, no overconcentration. The store and commercial center are both operated in a responsible fashion so as to eliminate any criminal activity in the area. As you suggested or stated earlier, only one police call in the last year. The store is a reasonable distance from the sensitive uses in the area, and it is operated in a responsible and professional manner. We've gone over the adequate facilities as far as parking, utilities, landscaping, traffic. And I believe the store serves a legitimate need to the local residents and those employed in the area by offering those unique and hard-to-find items in one location. Just one more point I'd like to state. The conditions in the previous CUP were wonderful. The suggested conditions are acceptable as well. Cost Plus does offer unique items, and in other municipalities it has been suggested that no single servings be sold, which is entirely acceptable, except that we would like the term prepackaged amounts as applied by the distributor, Cost Plus offers unique items that don't come in the American standard sizes. So sometimes it's a specialty beer or specialty
Right.
wine in a different size bottle that doesn't fit the American standards.
Right.
So if any term, any condition is placed, we'd like it labeled as a prepackaged amount as delivered by the distributor, if necessary.
Thank you. They operate 7 days a week, right?
They do.
And what's the hours of operation?
Just received them to verify.
You knew I was going to ask that.
It is 10 a.m. to 9 a.m., Monday through Friday,
10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
to 9 p.m., Monday through Friday. Saturday is 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Sunday is 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. I have no further question. Is there anybody else here who would like to speak in support or in opposition to this application? Do you have any closing comments, Jale?
No, that's it.
Nothing.
Thank you.
Mr. Engstrom, any closing comments? Okay, good. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead, take this case under submission, and we'll let you know. Thank you very much for coming. Our next case is Conditional Use Permit 2008-041. Location is 1650 Hasbet Lane. Applicant is Fred Dean. Property owner is Adele Luzuriaga. And case planner is Brad Collin. This is an application for a conditional use permit to allow the construction of a new single-family residence on a 6.8-acre parcel with the slope exceeding 50% and grading in excess of 1,500 cubic yards, located at 1650 Hasbet Lane in the R1R Restricted Residential Zone, Floor Area Ratio District 2, described as Lot D, parcel map number GLN 1054. And I think case planner has some announcement to make. Go ahead.
Thank you, Ms. Fuentes. Staff received a call late yesterday afternoon from the property owner requesting that this hearing be continued for purposes of additional research needed on their part, as well as trying to address some concerns raised by staff. They are asking for a continuance till August 26th, and staff is in support of the continuance.
Staff is in support of the continuance?
Yes.
Okay.
And the applicant, or
Okay,
the property
let
owner.
me, I'm going to go ahead and ask the applicant, whoever is going to speak, just to give me some reasons why this case has to be continued.
Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the staff, city staff. My name is George Bogosian of Bogosian and Associates. My address is 1111 North Brand Boulevard, Suite 202, Glendale. I am here representing the owner, requesting for a continuation of this case due to the fact that we found out that the staff, we were in hope that we have met all the requirements of the city staff and the city's requirement. At a late stage, we found out that there was one concern about the length of the street, that we wish to work with the city staff, and we have a meeting late this afternoon to go further on trying to see if we can come up with the best solution to the problem that we found out that it exists. However, we have made plenty of from the first submittal, we have done a great job in getting almost everything that there was concern of the city, and hopefully with this meeting and further work on this project, we can meet all the requirements of the city. And with that, I wish to request a continuation of this until the August 26th.
August 26, 2009.
2009.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I have a lot of speaker cards here, and if there's anyone here who could not make it for the August 26 continuance, and you would like to speak now and be heard, I would gladly take your today. Let me ask first. As I call your name, just let me know if you're coming back on the 26th or if you're gonna speak now. So then I could open this, for Anthony Garsecki. Sarnecki, you're coming back? Martin Burke, coming back?
And what actually,
That's all I need to know. If you're coming back or you're speaking today.
I'm not sure if I'll be coming back on this one.
Okay, then Ana Cuadrado. Thank you. Luis Felon. Thank you. Richard Gallagher.
Gallagher, yeah, I'll be back.
Thank you. Mary Follett. Yeah. Beatriz Maganon. You want to speak now? Okay. So, Kurt Kirk.
I don't know.
Delma Kirk. Philip Keller. Okay, so Beatrice, I'm going to go ahead since you can't make it on the 26th, give you the courtesy of hearing what you have to say now.
Before I go up to speak, I understand why it's because I didn't understand what the engineer said.
There are additional information that they need to provide the staff, so the staff,
Specifically what?
as far as the length of the street and some other information, I think that staff is working with them. So
The length of the street wasn't.
I am not, like I said, I'm not.
Even on the proposal.
I'm not, that's one of the reasons they're looking into it, and staff is going to review that additional information and make a well-educated recommendation as far as the conditional use permit is concerned. So, do you want to speak now, or do you, go ahead? 3 minutes, please, Shanaz.
This has all been a farce.
Give me your name and
Beatrice
address for the
Magayon,
record.
1617 Hasbeth Lane. This is just a waste of time, I'd like to say. I am really tired of this proposal being submitted to you exactly as it was last time. The city gave us an announcement that did not even include a road. Now, of course, there's a road. There's the road. It's not the same as last time. It's exactly the same as the last hearing that we had last year. It was denied by all city council members, 5-0, unanimously. They recommended that they look at various other options in terms of coming into the site. They did not. They suggested that they talk to the last homeowner, the Kirks, to talk about an easement, to see if they can get an easement. Because of the one home restriction, this owner, Adele, has not wanted to do that. So what does she want? A $1 million road, over a $1 million road to build one house. Well, we know what she wants. She wants to subdivide. Now, that's exactly why we're all here, because we know exactly what she's up to. It's not going to happen. You should all know that she's coming through with paperwork and falsely putting in things that are not true. This has the road. It has a 4,000 square foot home. It has exact grading as before. So why should it be allowed? We should deny this on its face value. The city submitted documents to all of the neighbors saying that it was one thing and it's exactly something else. This really outrages me because, for one, she gets what she wants. She gets a continuation. One day before, why was that allowed? We should continue this case. She's well prepared. She's had this house for 20 years. Let her speak. I am tired of this. She's wasting our time and she's wasting the city's time. She's never talked about trying to put the house in another location. She's doing exactly the same thing she had last time. And the neighbors in the area are really tired of this. We're really tired of having to deal with the city, having to deal with her, and not wanting to compromise, not wanting to do anything different except build a $2 million road because she doesn't want to go through our street. She wants to build her road bigger than the same street that we have now. We don't agree with it. We want you to deny this on the grounds that the city council denied it. So we submit that she does not meet the 4 conditions for this to be approved. So I request that this be denied one more time.
Thank you very much. And with that, excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and officially continue this case to the public hearing of August 26, 2009, without further notice. And again, conditional use permit 2008-041. Location is 1650 Hasbeth Lane. Will be continued to August 26, 2009, starting at 9:30 in the morning without further notice. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and close the public hearing at 5 minutes after 10. Thank you very much.